Most people think that showing more affection always makes someone care more, but the truth is often the opposite. We are raised to believe that if we just express our feelings clearly, work harder to show love, or demonstrate how much we care, we will secure affection in return. Ancient philosophers, from Aristotle to Seneca, warned of a subtle paradox. Overexposure of desire and affection often erodes attraction rather than strengthens it. If this approach resonates with you, subscribe to the channel. Human attraction is rooted in contrast, not sameness. When one person is too available, desire flattens. The moment you constantly reassure, over-explain, or try to prove affection, you reduce the psychological distance that sustains intrigue. The ancient philosophers recognized that tension, the dynamic between independence and connection, is essential to meaningful relationships. Emotional volatility or excessive displays of affection may feel intense in the moment, but they rarely sustain long-term interest. Stoic principles emphasize constancy and self-control. A composed individual communicates reliability and emotional maturity. Over-intensity, in contrast, signals dependence and instability. Silence and restraint often communicate more than affection ever could. Silence, when grounded, communicates autonomy, not reacting impulsively to a message, pausing to process emotions before responding, or allowing space for the other person to initiate, demonstrates self-possession. Ancient philosophers understood that moderation in action reflects mastery and virtue. When affection becomes constant and predictable, it often shifts a relationship dynamic from voluntary engagement to, a kind of subtle obligation. The other person feels responsible for your emotional state. Aristotle noted that genuine relationships thrive on equality and mutual respect. Attraction is strongest when choice is preserved and when engagement feels voluntary rather than required. The ancient Stoics and Epicureans emphasized emotional composure as a sign of strength. A composed partner communicates that their happiness is not contingent on another person's behavior, which inherently increases respect, trust, and attraction. Attraction is grounded in polarity, the natural tension between two autonomous individuals. When one person relies too heavily on external validation, the polarity collapses. The paradox of attraction is that less often creates more. Stoic thought emphasizes the value of moderation, and Aristotle praised the virtue of balance in all human action. Psychology and philosophy converge on the idea that desire intensifies when emotional access is limited but voluntary. When affection becomes too frequent or intense, it inadvertently communicates neediness. The central lesson from the ancients is that attraction arises from internal authority, not external effort. Affection is not inherently harmful, but when overexpressed without self-possession, it can backfire, erode respect, and diminish attraction. Attraction grows not from effort or neediness, but from mastery of oneself. If this perspective resonates, subscribe to the channel and share this video with others who value psychology-based insights, self-mastery, and authentic attraction. True influence in relationships begins with control of your own mind, not the behavior of others.